Welcome back to the PigSkin podcast. This is episode 24. Doing a quick one here today. We didn't get our playoff picks in on Thursday or Friday, but we're going to go ahead and knock those out today, as well as we're going to recap Saturday night NFL game between Lions and Cowboys, and then all the way up to Sunday night football between Packers and Vikings, which kicks off in about 30 minutes. We're just going to go through the NFL games one by one. We're going to talk about our picks, and then we'll end it with our playoff predictions. So without further ado, we'll go ahead. We'll get in. The first game that we had was Saturday night. Was ESPN's Monday Night Crew between Lions and Cowboys. Wild game.
Yeah.
Wild game. Now, my pick was perfect. I picked the Cowboys to win. I also picked the under in that one because I'm fucking brilliant. We're not going to talk about the rest of my picks. But
we should talk about the rest of your picks.
No, we'll have to do that.
We'll talk about it later. I gotta bring it up anyway because we're keeping tally now.
We are. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and kick it off with the disaster that was the end of the game. Apparently, Taylor Decker. Well, not apparently. Taylor Decker caught the game-winning 2-point conversion, but apparently, when he was walking onto the field, he did not report eligible to the referees. There's been a clip showing him walking up with another lineman to the head official. Now, he didn't do the thing, like the gesture, but it is believed, and he has said that was him reporting as eligible. And they threw an eligible man downfield. And the Cowboys won when they ran the play again. Goff threw it just a little bit short of tight end or running back, one of the two. They dropped it, and Cowboys kneeled out for the win. What do you think, man?
Yeah, in order to report as eligible, I believe what you have to do is you have to write it on a letter, fold up the letter, put it in an envelope, seal it, and hand it directly to the referee, reporting that it is eligible. So I think that's why.
You think it needs to be notarized?
Yes. So you're gonna have to have somebody notarize the letter as well. It does have to be proofread to make sure that eligible is spelled correctly as well.
Okay.
And so that's why they went ahead and they threw the penalty for ineligible man downfield or illegal touching. I don't remember what it was, but was it ineligible player downfield or was it illegal touching?
I don't remember. All I remember is I had gotten
ineligible
home.
Man downfield or Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. I had gotten home because I was over at my family's for most of the game. Then I drove home listening to it and saw the very end. Yeah. But with that being said, hell of a night for CD.
Former Sooner.
Fuck off. Yes. Like over 200 yards. Had that long, 96-yard touchdown reception. Broke Michael Irvin, the Cocaine Cowboy, broke his single-season receptions record and single-season receiving yard record. With still another game to go. I mean, he could eclipse 1,800 yards this year, man.
Yeah, he could. And on the opposite side, pretty bad night for Tony Pollard.
Very bad night. Now, it is funny. My uncle, because I was at my uncle's house yesterday, and he's a huge Cowboys fan. He knows what's wrong with Tony Pollard. He's figured it out. Okay.
Let me hear it.
He has a newly developed phobia of painted end zones.
Okay.
So that's the issue. So when he gets, inside the 5 and he's about to score, he gets scared. You ever seen that episode of Family Guy where they had the Special Olympics and one of the runs was a 100-meter dash, but all the people were scared of tape? Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Ah, okay.
So makes sense. Now that I understand.
Oh, I thought he was just scared of the spotlight of being number 1 since Zeke's not there anymore.
Could be that as well.
Zeke actually made him look better than what he actually is.
Could be that as well. But I mean, it was a good, entertaining game though. Very entertaining game.
Yeah, no, it was a good game. Listen, this doesn't change my mind about Detroit. I still think Detroit is a good team, and they're gonna have that home playoff game. Maybe they run it back against the Cowboys, and they beat the Cowboys on the second go-around. But I don't know. We'll see. I thought it was a good game. I thought Dak looked good. They also, did the halftime Jimmy Johnson Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Hall of Fame. You could tell Jerry Jones he wanted to make the night about himself. I knew in the
he definitely tried.
Yeah.
He definitely tried.
He was like, look at me. Look what I've accomplished. Yeah, I hired Jimmy Johnson.
I'm the genius behind this
Yeah.
operation.
Yeah. See, people can change.
They can.
He can lift the curse and induct Jimmy Johnson. I no longer hate Aaron Rodgers. So, that just goes to show you people can change.
That is fair. I still hate Texas in the bit. I can't change. I am inept. Actually, that is actually a lie. I grew up hating Dallas, and I still have a very strong dislike for Dallas as a franchise and an organization. But, I mean, obviously, CD Lamb, love him. Canadian Bacon, Neville Gallimore, love that fucking guy. And Michael Parsons is one of my favorite players. So I don't like Dallas, but I like some of their guys. I like Stephon Gilmore, Gilly Locks a beast, So I can come around. Obviously, Jerry Jones has always had a huge or a huge love for the University of Oklahoma. He seems to always take Sooners. So, when DeMarco Murray was there, it was hard to hate them. But this is outside of all this other bullshit we're talking about. Very entertaining game, very good game, and like you said, it could be a playoff rematch. And it would,
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it at all.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, the controversy happened. The refs are suspended from being able to referee in the playoff games. I mean, here's kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah, you got screwed over. I mean, it should have been a 2-point conversion, but you were gifted a second chance, and then the second chance, Dallas commits a penalty. Now you get a third chance. You might as well just go for the tie.
Yeah, at that point they might as well just kick the fucking.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, I at the same time, like, I don't hate it just because they've already clinched the division. They're already in the playoffs. They get a home playoff game. It's a culture test, basically, like going for it and like just sealing the win rather than playing for the tie. So, in a way, I like it. Just MCDC he's putting his nuts on the table.
Yeah, he was fucking fired up in that post game interview. Too.
Yeah, man, he was not happy.
No, he was not.
He's gonna make them run sprints or suicides until they never commit a penalty again. Even though it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's just shit happens.
Yeah,
but
refs are always bad.
Yeah,
refs are always bad. It just when it happens to your team, you notice it more often.
Yeah,
like it was bullshit. And I've got a lot to say about the Bears Falcons game when that comes up. But yeah, next game. Ravens at Dolphins.
Before we get into that, though, can we talk about the Deco box to start Red Zone? Like, that was Red Zone history, man. That was fucking awesome.
It honestly just the fact that there were so many games in the morning time, it was so hard to keep up with every single one of them. Like, I had to pull up my laptop, my TV, my phone. I had to pull up my roommate's laptop. Like, God, just trying to keep up with all the games without having to just watch Red Zone. It
was crazy. Is every game had a team that was still eligible for the playoffs playing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single game.
Yeah, and none of the games. Yeah, and it doesn't really feel like this week's games decided. The only thing that it decided were the number 1 seeds, but it didn't decide like every single team that has been eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah. Like just a couple of teams that have clinched the playoffs or clinched the 1 seed. So next week is going to be a very, very big implication to.
It won't even have the schedule for next week. I think they're going to release that either tonight during the Sunday night game or tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you think the Saturday games are going to be?
I don't know. I feel like the Saturday games might just be like, I don't know. I'm assuming there's probably a couple of games with teams that maybe the first round or the first seeds, maybe they get that day. The guys that have already clinched the first seed, or maybe the teams that are playing that if there's a matchup between two teams that are not eligible for the playoffs or have already been eliminated, maybe they get the Saturday games.
Yeah.
But ESPN will probably be pretty pissed about that. So.
Yeah. But
that'd be good picks.
Yeah. Ravens, Dolphins. I mean, I don't know. Should we just go ahead and give the Ravens the Super Bowl trophy?
I don't know.
This was a whomping.
That was a beat down.
This wasn't even close after the.
This was almost as bad as what the Dolphins did to the Broncos earlier this year.
This might be worse because, like, this is a winning like Dolphins team that just got absolutely whomped by the Ravens.
It looked like at first it was going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens just fucking pulled away.
Yeah.
That fourth down touchdown, one-hander by Isaiah Likely, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that was nice. And Zay Flowers had a career game. So it turns out he is good at football. Lamar finally figured it out. You just throw him the ball, he'll find a way to score. Yeah, Tua, I mean, it really was – there's nothing from him after the second half.
Yeah.
The Ravens
apparently he's got a sore shoulder. His throwing shoulder's hurt. But
really?
It wasn't anything serious, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Ravens – I don't know. Again, dark horse Super Bowl team. I picked the Dolphins to win this game just because I thought the Ravens, like, they always have their fuck around games. I mean, you remember the game against the Colts in overtime. They lost to the Colts. God, what was that other game they lost? The Browns.
Yeah.
That Browns game they lost.
They shouldn't have lost. Deshaun Watson, they pissed that one away. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the Ravens, sometimes they just fuck around, Or that one against the Steelers. In the playoffs. Yeah. That one against the Steelers that they lost. So it's clear that they've figured it out. They're meshing well. I don't know. I'm ready to just give them the Super Bowl trophy now. They're the best team. They're the best looking team. Lamar's playing at an elite level.
I'll hit you with a Lee Corso. Not so fast, my friend. The NFL playoffs are a wild, wild place. And
that is true. But they are the number one seed. Remember what happened last time they were the number one seed?
Yeah. But hey, they didn't have Joe Flacco playing against them, though.
That is true. That is true. You're right about that.
The elite, Mr. Elite himself.
Yeah. Do you think they play against each other in the playoffs? Like, do you think it gets to that?
I don't know.
And who would you pick?
It depends on how either team looks the week going into the game. Right now, I'd probably pick Baltimore, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
Especially if the Browns get healthy. Like if they get Myles Garrett back and they get fully healthy, dangerous.
Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
The Grant Delpit and Juwan Thornhill's back. They're both back, so.
Mm-hmm. If they get full strength at just the right time, Flacco might have something. I mean, he already does, but.
Yeah, he's already elite.
Yeah, he is. But you got any other thoughts on this game?
No, they cleared the over by themselves.
Yeah.
The fucking over-under was what, 46.5? They scored 56.
Ridiculous over-under in that game. They should have been in the 60s.
Yeah, he also they gave Lamar Jackson a perfect passer rating, 158.3.
Fuck yeah.
It was 18 of 21, 321 yards and 5 touchdowns. No turnovers.
God damn. 5 fucking touchdowns.
Here's another crazy stat.
Mm-hmm.
So this game was 56-19 was the final score. Time of possession for the Dolphins, 29 minutes, 37 seconds. Time of possession for the Ravens, 30 minutes, 23 seconds.
God damn. It was even, at least time of possession-wise.
Yeah, it was even time of possession. Total yards, 375 yards for the Dolphins, 491 for the Ravens.
God.
First downs, 20 for the Dolphins, 24 for the Ravens.
Damn.
The big killer was the 3-to-1 turnover margin.
Yeah.
3-to-1 turnover ratio.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Ravens are looking good. Their final game is against the Steelers, correct?
I believe so. Yeah. But they don't got anything to play for. So.
Throw out the record books.
Yeah.
Steelers might win that one. Culture game, culture test. Again, get your 10 wins.
They may still get a playoff spot, dude.
Well, yeah. So they're absolutely in the hunt, I guess. Is that still a thing?
Right now, they're the 9 seed.
Yeah.
They're the last of the teams that are not eliminated. So
is that being in the hunt still?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we still did in the hunt this late in the season. But next game. Bills Patriots.
Yeah, this looked like a game between two teams that did not want to win.
Yeah, they were trying to see who wanted to lose more.
Fucking ridiculous.
But Bailey Zappi didn't look that bad. After he threw 3 interceptions, he kind of settled in.
Yeah, that'll do it sometimes. Once you're at that point, it's like it can't get any worse. You're like, now I'm free.
Yeah.
Rasul Douglas, I know I said earlier this year after he got traded that, I love Rasul, but it makes sense. I fucking hate myself for that. I want Rasul Douglas back, dude.
Pick six.
And 2 picks.
Yeah,
and
one of them was pick six. Oof. Rasul Douglas.
How many turnovers did the Patriots have? Because I know they had. It was at one point it was 4-1.
Yeah.
And then red zone kind of stayed away from them.
Yeah, Bailey Zappi threw 3 interceptions. I mean, Josh Allen didn't look that great either, but the Patriots defense is really good.
Yeah, they are. They are still a solid unit.
And so they don't need to win any more games either. No, they started hot. I mean, they had that opening kickoff return for a touchdown, and I mean, I almost had to eat my words about the Patriots. Like, I've been joking about them like being my team, and I want them to win games just so the Bears can, get the number 1 pick. And it's like, there's absolutely no way they're going to win this game. No, they had that opening kickoff return, and I thought, okay, maybe they're actually good.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a method to their madness. But yeah, no, it wasn't even close after that. Like they were, what was it? It was like the fourth quarter. There was still 11 minutes left, and Zeke scored that touchdown to make it 21-27. At no point did I think that they could come back and win the game.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It just didn't seem that way. Bills 10-6. I know it wasn't a good game, but again, the Patriots defense is really fucking good. It's like the two like bad teams. There's like 2 bad teams this season that have just an elite defense that if their offense was good enough, they'd be like a threat in the playoffs, and that's the Bears and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Those are 2 teams with elite defenses.
Speaking of the Bills being 10-6, you want to know something crazy?
What's up?
Their matchup against Miami next week is for the division.
Damn, you're right. So they could lock up that 2nd seed.
I would assume that's probably either the Monday night, Saturday, second part of the doubleheader next weekend, or Sunday Night Football.
So here's the thing. The Bills basically can still clinch the... No? Oof. They would need the Jags to lose another game for it to not matter.
Yeah.
If if they lose the game against the Dolphins, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They would need the Jags to lose another game because then that would mean Houston or Indianapolis clinch the division. But then the Jags would be out, and then if the Steelers won a playoff game, they would get probably that 7th seed. Damn. Yeah. That would be 3 teams in the AFC North. I don't want to see that. No. I'd rather the Steelers lose their next game. I think I'd rather see the Bills in the playoffs.
I'd rather see the Bills.
I don't know.
Because they're more dangerous.
I don't know. Did you see the Steelers today?
They look good.
I'm actually probably good. Yeah, I would not mind. I mean, I know Mason Rudolph isn't anything special, but like the offense does respond more to him than they do the other 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, it could go either way, but I think the Bills can do more damage in the playoffs.
Probably. I mean, we don't know though. Like this NFL season's been just a roller coaster. It's all a Fugazi. Is basically what it is. But yeah, I've got nothing else on that game.
I don't either.
Next game. Actually, I just want to go ahead and talk about this game just because it happened and it was awesome to watch. Bears-Falcons. The Bears, it just sucks that we lost to the Browns. Like, what could this team be in the playoffs if they didn't lose that game to the Browns? Like, if Robert Tonyan doesn't drop that pass, if Darnell Mooney secures that ball, if Joe Flacco isn't elite.
Yeah,
they're playing really good football right now.
They are playing fantastic football right now.
And I know
Justin Fields is kicking ass right now.
Yeah. Is it like are the Bears good or like have the teams they played just kind of fallen off. Because the Browns have looked really fucking good the past 4 weeks, and like they were clinching ass just to like make the comeback to beat us.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's a very good question because it goes either way. Like, to be honest, like, I don't know. You could say either two things are right in that scenario. That the Bears might just be really good, but they might also be playing teams that are just not on their shit right now.
Yeah, that's true. And the Falcons, I mean, you were right. You were right about the Falcons and Taylor Heineke.
Yeah. You get one good Taylor Heineke game a year. And if you're lucky, it's in the playoffs. But
I've got something pretty cool about the Bears.
what's up?
I think they are the only team in the NFL, or the only defense in the NFL within the past 6 weeks to have 3 or more turnovers in a game as a defensive group.
Wait, what about the Bills today? Or are you saying in each game?
Yeah, like in each of the past 6 games as a defense, they've created 3 or more turnovers, whether it's fumble, interception. Yeah, their defense is good, and I don't even feel like their pass rush was getting to the quarterback. Like they were winning probably 30% of the battle, like in the trenches today on the defensive side. But they're just so good in coverage, and like I don't know, like Tariq. I don't even feel like a lot of the passes that Taylor Heineke made were just bad throws. They just were great plays by the defense. Like the TJ Edwards interception, he dove for the catch. He dove for the interception. Tyreek Stevenson was just a really awesome defensive play where he was watching the eyes of Taylor Heineke, and he went up and made a football athletic guy play.
That's the thing about the Bears.
The one that he threw before they put in Desmond Ridder was pretty bad, and then Desmond Ridder's was even worse.
Yeah, that is one thing I will say with the Bears defense, the way they're playing, like they are making plays. It's not just happening. Like they are going out there and creating turnovers and making plays and taking the ball away.
They look good. They look really good. Like they're a real threat. Like I don't think anybody would want to like play the Bears defense in the playoffs, unless you're like
the Bears defense fucking next week, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. The pass rush did not look good today. I mean, I like some of the like when our rookies are playing, like Javon Dexter, he's looked a lot better. He just needs to beef up a little bit more. He's already a big dude, but he needs that play strength, that like Aaron Donald strength, really, that Akeem Hicks strength. Montez Sweat's still the dude. But
Montez Sweat.
Not having a Ngakwe out there kind of sucks. Like because we need like another.
He played today, didn't he?
Ngakwe?
Yeah.
No, he's out for the season.
Oh, I thought I saw him playing today.
No, it was probably
it's probably throwbacks earlier.
DeMarcus Walker.
Maybe. So where are you at on the Fields, Caleb Williams #1 pick thing? Because you have the #1 pick now.
Yeah, that's another thing. So the Panthers, they lost today, and the Cardinals won, so that seals the deal. We officially have the #1 pick for the second time in back-to-back years. It's fun. I'm happy.
What if they traded it again?
I don't think I'd be upset with that.
Really?
I mean, if you look at the Bears, it doesn't really feel like Justin Fields is like he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Joe Burrow. But is it crazy to think that like we couldn't be like a winning organization or a winning franchise with him at quarterback? Just some of the plays that he can make, like the off-script
plays.
Yeah, the off-script plays. You had to have been watching when he broke 2 tackles that should have been sacks.
Yeah.
And created that first down. I mean, he also made some incredible throws. I get it; it's the Falcons, but I mean that's
the Falcons' defense isn't terrible.
Yeah, they're not terrible. I mean, they're not good, but they're not terrible, and that's a confidence builder. Because then, whenever you go up against a better defense like Justin Fields, he's like, okay, I can trust my arm and I can trust my playmakers. I'll just throw it to them and I'm sorry, I can trust DJ Moore. my only playmaker at wide receiver. Actually, Robert Tonyan had a good game. Robert
Did he?
Tonyan had a really good game. Yeah, he had like 3 big guy catches that were very important. But yeah.
Hey, speaking of Fields trusting his arm, that back pylon throw through the wind in the snow
sex.
to DJ. Oh my God.
That was sex.
That was a fuckable ball.
Yeah, and he had gloves on today too.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do because, gloves, grip.
That was
also Khalil Herbert looks like a number 1 running back. He finds the hole and just pounds it right through.
I think this was the perfect day for Bears fans.
Yeah, because I don't know. At the same time, I do like the draft position of maybe having because where would we be now? We have the number 1 pick, and then we'd probably be drafting at number 10 or
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'd rather draft around number 7.
Yeah, but
get Marvin Harrison and Rome Odunze.
Shit.
Give me both of those guys. Bears fans want Malik Neighbors. Every Bears mock draft I've seen, it's got Caleb Williams, Malik Neighbors, and I want Marvin Harrison and Rome Odunze. And if I can make that happen, it'd probably be over time a better wide receiver trio than the Bengals.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's it. I hate saying this. It's a good time to be Bears fan right now.
Yeah,
things are looking up.
Yeah, you got a top 10 edge rusher. You have a top 10
receiver.
I'd say top 7. I can't name 7 better dudes than DJ Moore other than
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb,
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Wait, hold on. Let's do it again. Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill.
It's 5.
I feel like I'm leaving someone out.
Maybe T. Higgins? Maybe? No? Because he's not a number 1.
Metcalf? Maybe Anthony Brown?
If we're talking about
AJ Brown?
1. If we're talking about number 1 receivers on teams.
AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, maybe?
You can make the argument, but I don't think there's Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's hot. Okay, he's a top 10 wide receiver, but he's arguably top 7. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Garrett Wilson, but
any Ohio State wide receiver, apparently. That's fucking point.
No, I think he's top 7. You have that. Khalil Herbert's, you don't need another running back. Maybe just a guy that can that can just run with, or that can complement him in the run game. You need a center.
Maybe you go get a Frank Gore Jr. or a Ray Davis or a Donovan Edwards. Zach Frazier, I think, would be the perfect pick for the Bears.
Yeah, I see a lot of.
I also think he'd be the perfect pick for the Packers. Yeah,
but I don't know. I'd rather have Zach Frazier.
But
get Zach Frazier, and then maybe I don't know. Braxton Jones is good, but he's just too inconsistent. Go get the guy out of Arizona, that left tackle. He's not a monster. He's not perfect in any means, but you give him a couple of years and he's going to be incredible.
You got anything else on this game, though?
No, I liked everything that I saw. I don't know. This is almost going exactly how I thought it was going to go. Yeah. Remember when the season before it started, I told you number 1 pick because the Panthers are going to be the worst team in the NFL, and then 8 and 9 is on the season. Yeah. Except I don't think I want Caleb Williams. I think I'd rather just stick with Justin Fields. Look, it's going to be I've talked about this before. It's a constant cycle of just recycling coaches, quarterbacks. It doesn't build a franchise. Just get a play caller.
I think the Bears would be better off not taking Caleb Williams because, look, he could be a franchise or a 1 in a million talent, but I don't think he's necessarily 1 in a million. And if he is, you don't necessarily need to have the best quarterback in the NFL. You can go get another guy if Justin doesn't work out. Say you give him another year. It's not like Caleb Williams would be the last good quarterback to ever be drafted, the last great quarterback to ever be drafted. So,
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Maybe you get Dylan Gabriel next year. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm just gonna ride with Poles, whatever he decides to do.
He's a good GM.
Yeah, he's made
He's
a
good
lot of.
leader.
Yeah, I think they're talking about keeping Eberflus too. So I think they're gonna go ahead and stick with that, which is fine. I mean, I don't think Sean McVay. That was just kind of a pipe dream.
Yeah,
It would have been nice to have Sean McVay, but
it's not gonna happen.
I think Rams fans would kill themselves if they lost Sean McVay.
They'd sink California into the fucking Pacific. That's what would happen.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I have nothing else on that game. So next game, Texans, Titans.
CJ Stroud's back.
And he looks fucking good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the heart and soul of the team.
Yeah.
100%. Now, I mean, he looked great. I know his numbers weren't what they normally are.
They didn't have to be, though.
Yeah.
Will Anderson looks like a dude as well. I mean, he has all year, but Will Anderson had a great game.
He had 3 sacks, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 back-to-back.
He pulled off his he pulled out his inner JJ Watt.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be a good player.
So good. The Texans, I don't know that we're ready as a society for the Texans to be like a perennial power. I mean, we had it for like a year or two with Deshaun, and then everything happened. But like, you telling me they get 17 to 20 years of CJ Stroud being a fucking dude? That in and of itself is terrifying.
Is CJ Stroud a better quarterback prospect than Deshaun Watson was?
As a passer, yeah.
People were talking like Deshaun Watson was going to be the truth coming out of college because he went to back-to-back national championship games.
Should have left his wiener alone.
Yeah. Now he just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like he was good, or it looked like he was going to be good.
That's what happens when you take too much time out of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
When you don't stay in that grind 24/7 and you just take a couple years off, you screw yourself, man.
Yeah, CJ Stroud is that dude, man. He's just good at football. He was born to play football.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get too high on him and say that he's going to be the best quarterback. We're going to wait a couple of years. Right now, he's really fucking awesome, and he's a top 5 quarterback in my eyes. Just out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL right now, he's a top 5 this season at least. I'd say Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not there, but I could see that.
I'm there. I'm there with CJ Stroud, but I'm not gonna. I'm saying this season.
In pencil though, not pen.
Correct. Yeah. In pencil.
Gotcha.
You're right.
Gotcha. I don't have a whole lot on that game. I mean, they just beat the shit out of the Titans. Will Levis is done probably for the season. Ryan Tannehill's not coming back next year, so Titans about to blow this thing up.
Yeah, the Titans, they have a lot to work on. They have to. They're gonna have to.
They need better uniforms as well. I don't like them.
You don't like those uniforms?
No. I don't like the navy helmet on the light blue pants, man.
Yeah.
I wish they had the white helmet still, or at least a white helmet to mix in their rotation.
Yeah, if only they, had the Oilers out uniforms. Maybe they could wear those.
Oilers belong to the Texans after this year.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Moving on to another beatdown, the Jags and the Panthers.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Jags were at such a low point, it didn't feel like they could get any worse and lose to the Panthers. The Panthers, yeah, thank you so much for giving me DJ Moore, a bunch of picks, and the number 1 overall pick. Listen, Bryce Young could still work out. It's going to take some time though.
Oh, he certainly can. He's made some throws that to me I've been like, that's the guy. Like that's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
But you can't let him get hit. How many times did he sack today?
Could he win a Super Bowl? Like if you put him on the let's say the Vikings, a team that needs a quarterback right now.
Maybe after a couple of years, potentially. Imagine CJ Stroud on the Vikings.
Imagine him on the Texans.
Yeah, fuck, I know, right?
Yeah, when they have Tank Dell and Nico Collins and Dalton.
Okay, here's a better question. Do you think CJ Stroud in Carolina makes much of a difference, or do you think Bryce Young in Houston makes a bigger difference? Do you think the Texans are worse with Bryce Young, or the Carolina is better with CJ Stroud?
I think neither of those are true.
I feel like we don't have enough yet, right?
Yeah. I don't feel like either of those are true. I feel like, just my personal opinion, the Panthers, we saw this downhill, it's like a crack cocaine addicted hooker, you know.
Yeah, the fall off was inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
So I don't think any quarterback can strive in that system. Remember Baker in that when he had the full blown case of the Panthers?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. The only quarterback that's really the last quarterback to succeed with the Panthers was Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
So
and he fell off pretty quickly too. He hit a wall.
Yeah.
After that Super Bowl,
he was like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He had this like immune system that was immune to Panthers.
And then he got a vaccine, or what he started doing is he took one of those like the medicines off those shitty commercials.
Yeah.
Or like gets rid of like anthrax or something stupid, and then you just get he took that medicine and it softened his immune system to where he got the Panthers again.
Yeah.
And it got him so bad if he tried to go anywhere else, it didn't get better.
Yeah. Also David Tepper. It was not a pretty sight. Did you see him throw his drink?
Yeah, on the Jags fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's not even having a good time anymore. He's a billionaire and he's not having fun. I hope this kind of wakes him up.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, maybe I need to do things different. Maybe like, the way that I became a billionaire, like just doing whatever I want and just like, doing things my way to win doesn't work in the NFL.
Yeah.
Maybe he wakes up to that. I don't know. Or maybe the Jaguars fan said something about his daughter or wife.
Possibly.
I can't speculate exactly what happened, but
speculate.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything else in the game. I was just a pure beatdown. But I will say, so Bryce Young got sacked 6 times in this game. That's 59 sacks on the season.
That's the second most, isn't it?
Behind Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Sam Howell, perfect little segue into that game. So 49ers went into D.C., secured the number 1 seed, and beat the hell. No, I mean, it was a 17-point victory, but they did a lot more than they necessarily needed to. They beat the shit out of Washington.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Oh, shit, the game's going on right now.
Yeah, it is. Brock Purdy played well. Washington didn't. Sam Howell started the game all right, but the picks just came. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple plays that Brock Purdy made that, like, there was a reason he had MVP implications.
Oh, my God. Damn it. Romeo dropped it. I thought he caught that. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have to hurry this up so you can watch that game.
But
yeah, the 49ers, they clinched they clinched their division, didn't they? Yeah.
Well, they already clinched the division, but
they clinched the number 1 seed. That's right. Yeah, with the Eagles loss, they clinched the number 1 seed. And then with that Lions loss yesterday, same thing. Yeah, Brock Purdy made a couple like incredible throws. He looked good.
That scramble out of the pocket.
Yeah, that one where he threw it to Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play. And the Commanders, I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to fire Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
Full reset mode?
Damn, what a punt, Dan. Holy shit.
Do you think they maybe get like rid of some of their players and maybe
they have to.
Yeah.
I think, well, they also...
I call dibs on Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
Oh, that's what we can do. We can get Terry McLaurin, and then we don't have to draft 2 wide receivers. We can just draft 1.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. Well, if he's not there, Rome Odunze.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Because I didn't see Mooney play today. I don't know if Darnell Mooney is really... I don't think his heart's with the Bears anymore, sadly enough. I didn't see him play at all. It's not a bad Tyler Scott sucks, by the way.
Does he?
I had high hopes for him coming out of Cincinnati, being like a speed threat. He cannot hold on to the ball to save his life.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have like awareness of like where he's at. He had a touchdown that should have been a touchdown, but he was not aware of where he was in the end zone. And he stepped on that in the, out of bounds area. just sucked. Fields threw this another fuckable ball, like deep pass.
The over the shoulder to was that DJ Moore as well? Oh, that was the one Tyler Scott.
Yeah, it was another beautiful pass though. Guess who caught his? DJ Moore. Guess who didn't catch his? Tyler Scott.
So yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
All right, next game. You want to get Saints Bucks?
Yeah. Oof.
Fuck.
Rough game.
Yeah.
Rough game.
Tough game for Baker.
A part of me kind of had like a harsh like sell high, buy low feeling with the Saints and Bucks. Like sell stock on the Bucks just because they'd been playing so well, and like they're still not a very good team, and they don't have a very good head coach. Whereas the Saints, kind of a shitty team, kind of a shitty quarterback, kind of a shitty coach as well, but they're still playing for the division.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play tough.
Yeah, I mean they're both 8-8, and if the Bucks win next week, they're in. If the Saints win next week and the Bucks lose, the Saints are in. So. Yeah. But also, both teams could still make the wild card.
Okay, so the Saints have the Falcons. I mean, that's maybe the Falcons bounce back.
Play the Panthers.
Yeah. What does it matter? Whoever wins, like if both teams win their games, the Bucks are in.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, the Bucks have the Panthers, right? Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good for our boy Baker.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to play.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I'm glad they got the Panthers and not the Falcons, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just a rough game. He still threw for 309 yards. He had
a lot of that was like at the end of the game, just throwing for everything.
I didn't get to see what happened, but why did they call back the 2-point conversion?
So Chris Godwin stepped out of bounds right before he came out for the ball. Baker got fucking blasted.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
And then came back out and threw a pick in the other 2-point conversion. Obviously, doesn't count as an interception, but yeah. So, anyways, the Saints look good though. The Saints look very good in that game.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know. NFC South just kind of stinks.
And both those teams either one of them are going to win or lose the first round of the playoffs.
I look at the Saints and the Falcons and the Bucks and the Panthers, and I'm like, this Bears team could beat the shit out of all 4 of them. Maybe not the Bucks. Like if the Bucks are like having an A game, we definitely lose. But
Packers went 2-2 against those teams, by the way.
Yeah.
They get the Bucks when they were on a heater, though.
Well, we were 2-2 against them too, because we lost to the Saints and the Bucks, but we beat the Falcons and the Panthers. But I'm looking at it now, like if either of these teams played the Bears, I think the Bears, like if you rematched it and all 4 teams played the Bears at the end of the season, Bears go 4-0, maybe 3-1.
As good as the Bears are playing, that's.
I think we beat the dog
entirely reasonable.
I think we sacked Derek Carr at least like 4 times, maybe 2 picks. They just caught us at a bad time, and it was pathetic of them to only beat us by 7 points when Tyson Bagent threw like 5 picks. Saints are pathetic. I don't want to see.
God, it feels like that didn't even happen this season. I forgot Tyson Bagent played and started like multiple games this year.
Yeah,
that's insane. Which one do you want to do next? Raiders, Colts, Rams, Giants, or Cards, Eagles?
Jordan Love's 0 of 2, 0 passing yards.
Sorry, we forced a 3-and-out. So
okay. Oh, next game, Raiders, Colts.
Yes.
Raiders are still alive.
They are.
Kinda. I mean, sorry, the Colts. I didn't mean to say the Raiders. Colts are still alive.
They fucking.
I don't know. This game really wasn't all that interesting to me. I still think Antonio Pierce deserves a shot at being the head coach.
Oh, certainly.
As long as he gets Mark Davis, that PF Chang's gold rewards program.
Yeah. No, I think Antonio Pierce should be their coach.
Even after this loss, Mark Davis is probably thinking to himself, like, it's okay. We can be 7-9. I'm just, you win some, you lose some.
It's like,
now let's go to PF Chang's.
Pepper steak.
Yeah.
Their pepper steak does hit, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This game wasn't all that interesting to me.
Really well. I forgot.
I was so it was tough because I had to focus on the Bears game. Like I needed to see where they were, and like I really wanted to focus on the Ravens Dolphins game.
Yeah.
Turns out Dolphins are frauds, and the Cowboys are also frauds. Yeah. We held off on our frauds because of times like these.
We did. I don't have a whole lot on that game. Like red zone, I feel like barely did it any airtime at all.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean that game kind of sucked. I don't know.
Kyron Williams with 3 touchdowns in the Rams Giants game.
Yeah. Man, what were the Giants thinking?
That pass from Tyrod, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bad.
Didn't they miss the extra point, correct? Or it was a 2-point conversion. Yeah, it was a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. That was the pass from Tyrod.
Yeah.
There you go, Jordan. Fuck yeah. First down. Sorry.
Yeah, easy over. The Rams clinched the playoffs. Rams clinched the playoffs. They're going to be a fun team to watch. I mean, when it's the Sean McVay offense and Matthew Stafford's playing well, Puka Nacua, this kid, I don't remember ever watching a snap of him at BYU, and
I didn't know he existed until this year.
Yeah, he's the man. He's really
so good
at football. And so is apparently Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor looked really good today as well. He was throwing some bombs.
That deep ball to fucking Slayton was pretty.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful
throws a pretty pass. He's had a lot of bad luck, so it's like I said, it's tough.
Especially to really injury luck.
Yeah. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy that, he played well, even though they got the loss. There's
he's a fun guy to root for, an easy guy to root for.
Yeah. I'm just hoping, nothing too serious happens to him, and Tommy DeVito has to come back in at some point.
I feel like you want that to happen.
No, I would never want something like that to happen. Listen, if Tommy DeVito wants a shot, he can come.
Oh, Jordan's fucking slinging it right now, bro. Let's go. But the shocker of the morning, though, Cards Eagles.
The Cards and the Eagles.
Kyler's
Fun
that
game.
dude, man.
Yeah, the Eagles are dead.
You think so?
Yeah.
No shot at them even making it to the NFC Championship game or the playoffs of the Super Bowl.
I needed them to win by at least two scores, like 14 points, for me to feel confident about them. They're done. They need new coordinators. I don't know what they need. They need something, but it does not look good. They're bad.
Definitely need new coordinators. Their coaching staff is pretty.
Or is it Nick Sirianni? Like, was he carried by Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon?
That's a very logical question.
I know, it's crazy. Like, I thought he was a fantastic head coach. I mean, they're still 11-5.
Yeah.
But they don't look good at 11-5.
They look like a team that should be fighting for a playoff spot the way they're playing.
Yeah.
Oh, what a strike. Sorry. Oh my God. That ball. That was
Relax.
a ball.
Put your cock back in your pants.
We
got to finish this real quick, okay? So you can watch the game.
I'm sitting down, so it's not going to come out on camera. But goddamn it.
Yeah.
Not that it's big enough to, anyways. But yeah, I mean, the Cards just James Conner. In the state of Pennsylvania, James Conner might be the best player of all time. When he plays, not when he's playing for Pittsburgh, but when he comes back and plays in the state of Pennsylvania, he might be the best player in NFL history.
Over Aaron Donald?
Yeah. Not saying he's the best player from the state of Pennsylvania. I'm saying when he comes back and plays a game in Pennsylvania, whether it's against Philly or Pittsburgh, in those moments, he's the best player of all time.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, he's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, because he played for the Steelers at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Cardinals, I mean, thank you for getting that win. You gave Chicago the number 1 pick. I'm happy for Cardinals fans. Obviously, they're all in on Kyler Murray.
It should be.
They wouldn't have tried to win that game, it feels like. Maybe Kyler Murray's all in on the Cardinals. Who knows?
I don't know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 does blow ass, so you probably just hadn't been playing it so much.
I don't know. Eagles fans, we know how Philadelphia fans are. They win a World Series or they win the Super Bowl, they tear down the city on winning. Now they're used to winning. They thought that they were going to be back in the Super Bowl this year because of Jalen Hurts, his post-game pressers and him not being happy anymore. Maybe that's what it is, because Jalen Hurts, he looks like he doesn't enjoy football anymore. It's like winning got to his head. Maybe. Like, you can't enjoy the simple things. The success and everything is just, it's wearing him down.
Maybe being on the cover of GQ magazine and NFL Sexiest Man and all that stuff, maybe it's getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to just start having fun with it. He doesn't look like he's having fun. I don't think he's ever had fun.
Probably not.
He played for Nick Saban. Yeah. Is Nick Saban the one that drained him?
I thought that year in Oklahoma playing with Lincoln Riley, who doesn't give a fuck about anything, would have made him feel a lot happier. So maybe it recharged him a little bit. And now the Saban-esque is coming back.
He used to. I mean, even when he wins now, he doesn't have fun just because of what happened. Like, the Chiefs did this to him.
You think?
I think Patrick Mahomes
he's like
and
that?
Andy
Like
Reid
he's
did this to him.
Truly. Damn. You think he's truly like that, or do you think he puts on a face because he thinks he has to be that way? Like when he's out there and he's like, it doesn't matter.
The eyes, Chico.
I guess that's fair.
The eyes, Chico. You can see it in the eyes.
There's death.
He does not look like. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's having fun playing football. And I kind of feel bad for him in a way. Because, maybe it's the Philly fans. Maybe Philly fans are just that insufferable.
Maybe.
Like,
you think he's tired of eating Philly cheesesteaks?
I think he's just tired of playing for Philly. And, no, there's no way anybody. Dude, Philly cheesesteaks rock. And he lives in the heart of Philly cheesesteak land. No, he's not tired of eating
cheesesteak now. And I just had dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Eagles are dead. They're not going to win a single playoff game. I don't think they will.
Facts.
Yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for Jalen Hurts.
They'll probably get the Bucks too. They'll probably go to Tampa. You don't think they beat Tampa or New Orleans, whichever team gets the 4?
They've already beaten the Bucks once.
Yeah, it's hard to beat a football team twice.
Yeah. I don't know if the Bucks played the way that they did in the first half against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Then absolutely. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get out of the Bucks. So
yeah,
maybe they can win one playoff game if it's against a team from the NFC South. But
that being said, our afternoon slate. Thank you. I was sold on not going to the playoffs. I'd given up. I said I didn't give a fuck anymore. And the Steelers went and beat the Seahawks, and the Packers control their own destiny again.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know that was the case, or I would have wanted the Steelers to lose.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, do you really want to watch the Packers in the playoffs? Do you think they're good enough to make NFC Championship?
No, they're not. But to say in a rebuilding year, Jordan Love's first season, the Packers made the playoffs.
Yeah, what if they suck next year, though, because they couldn't get that high draft pick? Like, they have to draft in, the 15s.
I don't think one draft pick truly affects that team.
I think it does.
Unless they draft the Michael Jordan of football, but I don't see a guy like
Caleb
that.
Williams?
No, not him.
What if they did get Caleb Williams?
I would shit so many bricks.
Well, what if he's better than
Well, then
Jordan.
again, you think so?
No, I don't know.
No,
well, let me ask you this: if the Packers make the playoffs this year,
mm-hmm.
What is your expectation?
If they make the playoffs this year?
Yeah. And then they're one and done?
Probably.
What's your expectation for next year?
My expectation for next year would then be to fix the defense and hopefully build on what you have done on the offense and win a playoff game or two. Make some noise.
Yeah. Not win the division.
Well, I mean, that's a given, but maybe host a playoff game is expectation for next year.
Okay.
Super Bowl or nothing. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I know, right? The Steelers look fucking good.
They did.
They got their so culture matters. Mike Tomlin, 17 straight consecutive winning seasons.
Yes.
17 straight consecutive winning seasons. Mason Rudolph, when he's out there, the offense just plays better. The line plays better. He's making George Pickens happy. Deontay Johnson's happy. Najee Harris, wow. He looked fast. He looked explosive. He looked explosive. He was making good decisions. That was Alabama, Najee Harris. Where had that been? Is it just the way that Mason Rudolph hands off the ball? Like, does he just hand it off so good that Najee's able to, do what he does?
Could be. Could very well be.
Kenneth Walker's also very explosive. He had a run that was unbelievable. Yeah, that was that was definitely a very good game to watch, especially like at the end there when it looked like the Seahawks were probably going to score and bring it back. But
yeah,
the Steelers.
They might get 3 teams in the playoffs in that division.
They were, I think the money line was like plus 300. So if you put 20K down, you win 50K.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought of the math that way, but
yeah,
it's because Jersey Jerry did that. he put 21K down to win 50.
Let's go.
TD?
No, interception.
You picked off Jaron Hall.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's good because your defense has been kind of trash. Yeah. You'll take any interception you can get.
I'll be pretty ecstatic. So
that's like in 2018 when the Bears that's 2018 when the fucking Sooners picked somebody off. You're like, fuck yeah. It was like, dude, it was TCU's quarterback. It's like, exactly. I don't care. We'll take any pick we can get. Our defense stinks.
I'll take a tackle at this fucking point.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Game.
Yeah, fuck, I know, right? Broncos Chargers. I didn't watch this game really at all, but I mean, did the Broncos need Russell Wilson?
Did they play for him?
Did they play for him? Is he?
I don't know. I watched the interviews and I kind of felt bad for Russell Wilson. I know we talked major shit to him, but like Sean Payton's speech or the presser that he gave where he was talking about I can't replace the whole offensive line. I can't replace the playmakers. That was kind of shitty.
That was.
But
Sean Payton seems like a dickhead, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you watched who's the guy that played him in the movie that played Sean Payton?
Kevin James.
Yeah, Kevin James.
When he was coaching 8-year-olds.
Yeah, Kevin James is kind of a dick. I'm sorry, Sean Payton. That's who it was. Sean Payton's a dick. Did you see that little Jordan Humphrey touchdown?
No, I didn't. Let's see if it plays right here because I'm looking at it. Of course, I got a fucking.
Who's that?
My cousin. Oh, let's fucking go!
Screaming in my ear. Dude, that was a pretty pass.
Oh shit!
Dude, is Jaden Reed
the GOAT? Yes, Jaden Reed is the GOAT. He's the Michael Jordan we needed. God damn, that touchdown was nuts.
Yeah.
Little Jordan Humphrey one.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Oh, that was just a cover 3 beater, bro. 2 seam routes. Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Nerd.
Perfect play call.
Nerd.
Hey, this is football. You can't be nerdy about football. Look at my.
We got to wrap this one up. I didn't really watch that game either.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chargers are dead. Broncos are still looking for life. That game just kind of sucked. Chiefs Bengals. The Chiefs, they covered. They were 7-point favorite.
Yeah.
Did they cover?
Yeah, they won by 8.
Yeah, they won by 8. You're right. Yeah. So again, nothing just felt too awesome about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It was typical Matt Nagy offense where they made some really awesome plays. They relied on Pacheco to have a big day.
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice is good at football, though.
Rasheed Rice is very good at football. So
yeah, the Jake Browning story was fun.
Wanya Morris played really well.
Yeah, he did.
Wanya looked good.
Yeah, the Jake Browning story was fun for a little while, but, I mean, he is what he is.
Yeah.
But
that 4th and 18 was nice. Then he got sacked twice.
Yeah.
It was fucking 4th and 27.
Yeah.
It was fun while it lasted.
Are the Bengals going to be left out of the playoffs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to see them. But without their best players, like when
Without Burrow, yeah, no. I don't
when
want to see
DJ
them.
Reader's not out there, and when Chase isn't like fully healthy, like T. Higgins got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, without their best players,
they just got the injury plague this year. If they can get healthy, be back next year, obviously they're a dangerous team. But
yeah, the Bengals are fun to watch on offense when they are healthy.
Yeah,
like they're explosive.
Joe Mixon's still that guy. Chase Brown. Chase Brown looks good.
They need to implement outside zone.
Yeah,
they've got the running backs for outside zone.
Oh, 100%.
They would be very good at it, but they just don't do it. They don't have.
You think they have the line to block up? Yeah, I'm about to say they don't have the line right now to block outside zone. They're not agile enough.
Yeah.
Or athletic enough.
But they have the players for it, which, like, I keep watching them. Like, I see Joe Mixon, I see Chase Brown, I see the receivers. They're big, they can block. They got Orlando Brown. They could run outside zone and be successful. They just had better interior linemen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a very good point. But, I mean, Chiefs won the division, 8th year in a row.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot else to say there, man.
Yeah. Oh, what are we thinking for the playoffs? Are they done? Like, they're in and out?
They might win a game. But then again, it's the Chiefs. They got one of the best quarterbacks in football. If Andy Reid takes over play calling, they could make a run, dude. They're not dead. They're not alive, but they're not dead.
Here's the biggest threat to the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Getting through the AFC playoffs.
100.
If they make the Super Bowl, I think they win. But
so?
They have to get through the playoffs, and that's the only thing that's stepping in the way of my dark horse Ravens getting into the Super Bowl. Because the Bills could beat them. I think they've got the quarterback.
That's the thing about the AFC this year. Like, the NFC is weird. Like, you got a couple teams that you think could do it, but it almost just seems like it's the 49ers or maybe Dallas.
Or the
Philly's
Lions.
fallen off, or the Lions, but it almost seems like it's the 49ers or nobody else, right?
Yeah.
The AFC, it seems like, okay, it's the Ravens, and then you got, other teams like the Browns are playing well, the Bills are just skating by, the Chiefs are stumbling into the playoffs, but it's like either one of those teams could get hot and make the Super Bowl. Miami.
I would say Miami, but without Jalen Waddle, and then with Bradley Chubb being hurt, and they got too many guys that are hurt. Yeah, they got too many guys that are injured. Jalen Phillips was out.
Yeah.
And now Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
So
without those guys, I don't know.
It's tough to see them, but my point does still stand though. The AFC is so solid that any team could get hot. Like, you look at the Packers last time they won in 2010, they were a 6 seed, but they just got hot at the right time and beat everybody. So it can happen. But you got any other thoughts on the NFL games?
I don't, man.
You want to do all of the college games tomorrow or just the playoffs?
No, we could just do the playoffs. Okay. Did you watch the Peach Bowl?
Between Ole Miss and Penn State?
Yes.
A little bit of it.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
And you can call me crazy, but you are a Penn State fan. You've been watching them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that Abdul Carter may be better than Micah Parsons, or has had a better college career than Micah Parsons.
I would say 2 things are true here. I would say that does have the potential of being true, but I still think Micah Parsons, from what he's shown so far and what I think he'll do over his career.
I'm saying in college.
I know. Yeah, I do think that's very true. Abdul Carter is he's a one-player defense.
You know what's crazy? They're both the same size. They're both 6'3", like 240. They both are just nails.
It looks like they just took Micah Parsons and cloned him and changed his name.
And yeah, that's literally what it looks like. They look the exact same in like stature and size and like playmaking ability. But when I watch Abdul Carter, like, the guy's unbelievable.
He's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, him and Adisa Isaac.
Yeah,
they're just.
Chop Robinson ain't bad.
Yeah, but he opted out. I didn't get to watch him.
Yeah,
I watched him in the regular season.
Chop really also feels like he's small for a defensive lineman, like for the NFL standards.
Yeah.
He just seems smaller. But anyways, Abdul Carter he's a man amongst boys in college, and he'll be a man amongst men in the NFL too.
Where do you think he goes?
I don't know. Green Bay, hopefully, but he'll go.
The Cowboys, they roll the dice on him.
I would kill.
You get Abdul Carter and Micah Parsons.
I
Jesus.
would kill myself if that happened.
They need all that just to beat the 49ers.
You know where I could see him being an absolute menace to society? Two places. Chicago is one of the teams I was going to name.
It's just because if
Buffalo.
you're a defensive, if you're a defensive player and you go to the Chicago Bears and you're like a good prospect and Chicago's on the up and coming, you're going to be a menace to society. Yeah. You're going to be fucking just really good at football.
I don't make the rules. That's what you'll be doing. You'll be fucking.
Linebackers just work out at Chicago. We take Jack Sanborn, an undrafted guy, a former Badger.
Yeah.
And we make him look like a stud at times.
I'd also kill myself if Abdul Carter went to San Francisco.
I don't know. We'll see. He's draft eligible, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I
wonder why he was playing.
I don't know, because he loves his team.
What a guy.
Good
football guy of the week.
Yes, definitely. But you want to get into our picks and how we did this weekend?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, go ahead. You got it all written down.
Okay, so in the head-to-head matchups, we are still waiting on the Packers and the Vikings, so we'll see how that goes. But we are both 12 of 15 this week, with my losses being the Dolphins, the Bucks. I thought I had another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah. So far, I mean, I'm 12 of 15. I took the Packers to win. You took the Vikings to win.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm cool with losing that.
Yeah.
I'm fine. If it works out, I'm fine.
Yeah, so we're both 12 of 15. Your only losses were the Eagles and the Bucks. I can't believe I got the Cardinals right.
Yeah. I can't believe that's insane.
Yeah, on our dick picks, I've tallied a total of 8 and 11, and you are 6 of 11. So you do need a big week this final week.
Again, I said it at the beginning of the pod, but I fucking nailed the Lions-Cowboys game. Fucking nailed it. I should have bet it. I really should have bet it. But if I'd have put money on it, then it wouldn't have happened. So
yeah,
typically how it goes. College football playoffs for tomorrow, man.
Yeah, they are. I think
this time tomorrow we'll know who one of the teams is.
Yeah.
And Texas and Washington will be started. Let's go ahead and the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. 4-seed Alabama takes on 1-seed Michigan. Do you see Michigan's uniforms?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at their uniforms.
So they're wearing their normal home uniforms, but on the shoulder patch, they got the 90s block M, and they got the roses on it.
Oof.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sexy. Roses look good on any uniform. Remember when TCU used to put the rose in the toad's mouth or the horned frog's mouth? Oh, my God.
Oof.
I love the Rose Bowl. I really do.
Which one is the granddaddy of all? Is it the Rose Bowl or is it the Orange Bowl? Because I feel like both of those.
The Rose Bowl is the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the best bowl game.
Orange Bowl's up there though. It's like
Orange
the Orange
Bowl is up there.
I'd say the Orange Bowl and the Rose Bowl are the two most important.
They were typically the national championship.
Yeah.
Historically. So.
Yeah, and the Orange Bowl yesterday sucked.
Yeah, well, did you see Kirby's comments on that?
Yeah, he's pissed about the way that opt-outs and transfers are set up.
But anyways.
I don't blame him. I mean, I would be too.
I don't either. I mean, it ruins shit. It really does. Like, you look back before the playoffs, even the first year or two of the playoffs, you didn't get a whole ton of opt-outs. And it's been a relatively recent thing, but yeah, it's almost like the NFL is winning right now. Yeah, I don't want that. I want college football to be the better product, the more fun product, I should say. But with that being said, we still love college football. We're still going to watch it. Alabama plays Michigan. Michigan's currently favored by 1.5. How do you see this game going tomorrow, man?
Man, My gut tells me Alabama, but my brain is telling me that Michigan, just because of the way college football works, and like Michigan having two like gut-wrenching losses the past two playoffs they've been in, like it almost just feels like it's going to be different this time.
You
I'll
know
tell you
what's
what,
funny? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm surprised that Michigan is favored. Isn't that surprising? Like it should be Alabama that's favored.
Well, maybe that's your gut though, because like I was gonna say it's the opposite for me. My gut says Michigan, my brain says Alabama.
Yeah.
It's like you don't pick against Saban when he's got a month to prepare.
Yeah. And Jalen Milroe, I mean, he's looked better in the second half of the
Yeah,
season. And then their offensive line not having Zinter, that's going to be tough.
that is gonna be tough. Alabama's got a good defense. Their secondary is nasty, man.
Yeah, their
But
secondary is very nasty. Freaking
Donovan Edwards
Arnold
and
and
Blake
Downs.
Corum, yeah, Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum, I think, are the game changers because obviously Michigan's offensive line, but if Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum can get out in space and kind of get past that front seven of Michigan or Alabama, it'll be a long fucking day for them.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Alabama though. With all that being said, it's just I can't.
I think their versatility on offense. I think their versatility on offense, and then just how locked down their defense is the reason I'm going to go with Bama. I would not be surprised if Michigan actually pulls it off, just because they've been doubted all year. They've won 3 games without their head coach. They beat the hell out of Ohio State without their head coach.
My heart does want Michigan to win for what it's worth.
Just because it would be so funny too, just with everything that's gone on this season with Connor Stallions, like it would just be such a slap in the face to college football.
It would, and I mean they haven't won it since '97.
Yeah,
Charles Woodson.
If they win, if they beat Bama and make it to the national championship, what are their odds to win it all? Like, do they beat Texas?
They're the immediate favorite.
Yeah.
If they win, especially if they beat Bama. If they beat
Texas,
convincingly,
like I'm talking like 10 or more points.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone's going to throw everything they got on Bama and Michigan for that one. Yeah. Or for Michigan, I mean. But really, I don't know. I think, and we'll get into it, I think Washington's a very good team. Texas is obviously okay. I'm just kidding. Texas is obviously a very good team, right? They're in the playoffs. But I feel like the winner of the Rose Bowl is going to be the college football playoff national champion.
Really?
I think so.
Because I had the opposite.
Really?
Yeah. I think the winner of the Sugar Bowl is going to be the college football national champion.
Now, I want Washington.
Which it would fit if whoever wins the Rose Bowl should win the national championship.
Yeah. Because it's the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
I want Washington to win. If I could pick either any of the four, it'd be Washington. But that's not how this thing goes. So
I don't have a dog in the fight. With
everything being said, I don't either. I just hate Texas, and I don't want Alabama to win.
Yeah.
And I like Michael Penix, so maybe I do have a dog in the fight. But with that being said, Rose Bowl, I think it's Alabama by a field goal.
I can't wait. That's going to be a fun game to watch. I know we're fired up.
I can't wait, dude. And it's going to be a fun day all around until we get there, but I can't wait. But moving on. Texas, Washington, Sugar Bowl. Texas is currently favored by 4. What do you think?
Are we disrespecting Washington again?
I'm not. Well, maybe the bettors are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Vegas is. Yeah.
I have watched Washington throughout the season. You were very high on them. Yes. After Oregon, their first game against Oregon, maybe a little fluky is what I was thinking. Like, okay, they would looked really good, but can they keep up the level of success? Right. The second time they played Oregon, I had no doubt in my mind. They dominated the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball.
I mean, they have the Joe Moore award-winning offensive line.
Yeah, their offensive line's fucking good. Their defensive line looked good. Their linebackers looked good. Their safeties looked good. Johnson, the running back, looks good. McMillan, Polk, Odunze, and the most important guy, Michael Penix. Thanks. Listen, Texas is a very good story this year. They lose to their biggest rival on the final drive in a neutral site, crazy atmosphere. After that, they just go on a run of just, excellence.
Whooping everyone's ass.
Well,
maybe not whooping everyone's ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Houston was close.
Yeah, Houston and TCU were close, but it was never close against Iowa State. Like no matter what this box score said, they were winning that game.
And then they they dug a grave and put Oklahoma State in it. So.
Yeah. And they've been really good, but without Jonathan Brooks, like having some of their like big time players that they would need. Not that, Baxter and the other guy aren't good. It's just Jonathan Brooks is,
that much better.
Yeah, he has that much more experience and is that much better.
Imagine if Roschon Johnson stayed for them, by the way.
Yeah. Wasn't he before Bijan, Roschon Johnson?
Was he? I thought they came in the same class, or maybe
because he played before Bijan started.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not then. Now with the whole culture ball thing, he may still have a year of eligibility. He may still now, even though he's in the NFL. But anyways, sorry.
Yeah, I mean. Texas has like more, I don't want to say more, but better talent.
Texas has more talent, but I think Washington has done more with their talent.
Yeah. Like the talent that Texas has is like top tier 5-star recruits out of high school, paying the bag, like Adonai Mitchell, who wasn't Adonai Mitchell was only a 3-star, I think, at Georgia, but he's been playing like a 5-star. He's their best receiver. I know people want to say Xavier Worthy just because he's been there the entire time, but Adonai Mitchell came and they immediately were just that much more explosive on the offense. Yeah, Kelvin Banks is going to be a very good left tackle, but he's still young.
Yes.
Washington doesn't. I just don't see a flaw. I don't know.
The
my
winner
gut
of this game
and
is
my
going to
mind.
The line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Texas's defensive line versus Washington's offensive line. Whoever wins that battle wins this game.
But has Texas's defensive line like been tested?
I don't think they've been tested. I don't think they've been dominant enough in any game they've played. They've made splash plays. They've been good, but have they truly? No, Oklahoma State. Have they truly dominated from start to finish in any game?
Texas Tech.
Okay.
Iowa State.
Okay.
Oklahoma State. Second half against Kansas.
Yeah.
Beginning of the season. Now Oklahoma. Oklahoma was their big test, and Oklahoma's offensive line wasn't even good at that point.
Yeah, I'm about to say, now look at them up against a top tier front, though. Now, they did whoop up on Bama, but Alabama's offensive line was maybe the worst version they've been all season in that game.
Yeah, because now they're playing well.
They're very good. Caleb Proctor's really settled in a tackle as well.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I need to see. I need to see what's going to happen. But my gut and my mind is leaning towards Washington winning the whole thing, just with all the talent that they have. I think Roma Dunze is just that fucking good at wide receiver. They're getting better in the running game. Like, they were kind of one-dimensional pass team in the beginning of the season, but now that like the offensive line's gelled, they're able to run the ball when they want.
Yeah.
They don't even have to run the ball this game, though. They can just throw it to a Dunze. Penix has got the arm for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Washington wins this game, but I think Bama wins it all.
Okay.
And you think Washington wins it all?
I think Michigan wins it all.
So you think Michigan Washington final or playoff or championship game?
Would you rather watch a Bama Texas rematch, or would you rather watch a brand new like Washington versus Michigan, or Washington versus Bama, or Texas versus Michigan? You know.
I'd rather watch something new. What I want is Washington, Michigan, and Washington to win. What I think is going to happen is Washington, Bama, and Bama wins.
Yeah.
I don't want Texas to play in it because I don't want to deal with Twitter. I don't want Alabama to win it all, but that's just where my heart tells me. Yeah. I can't pick against Saban in the playoffs.
I know. That's the tough part is picking against Saban.
It feels boring, but I can't do it, dude.
Yeah, I think Bama, just what they've shown at the second half of the season, like their defense gelling together, Milroe's gotten better. They're more explosive on offense. That's just what it is.
And what they did to Georgia, that's also just drilled into my fucking head, what they did to Georgia.
Yeah. But, yeah, after you've seen Georgia, what they did to Florida State yesterday.
Yeah, but that was half of Florida State.
Doesn't matter.
It's true.
63 points is 63 points. I mean, they didn't have to go out there and show out the way they did.
That's true. I love going back to it, how they went out, beat the absolute shit out of Florida State, and Kirby Smart was like, see? That's a problem. And you're like, you did it, dude. You could have stopped. And he's like, no, it's your fault. I know. Okay, listen, dude.
See, we deserve to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's that. But all right. So we got our national champions. You got Michigan, and I got Bama.
I got Washington.
You got Washington?
Yeah.
You're sticking with Washington?
Yeah.
The Huskies are the Tide, man. It's gonna be fun, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You got anything else you want to go into before we get out of here?
No, I think I'm good. There's a lot more that I wanted to talk about, like with the NFL games and with the playoffs, and I really wish we could have, but man, with New Year's being tomorrow, like we've got a lot of stuff.
We'll do a full recap on Tuesday. We'll do,
or maybe just we'll talk about something else.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait till Thursday. We'll talk about like the games coming up for the NFL and the national championship game.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. But I think that's going to do it for us. You all should see this on New Year's Day before we get into our final bowl matchups and the national champion or the playoff games. So I said on the last one, 2023 has been fun. I'm glad we started doing this. Even though we started mid-season, I think it's been fun. And I can't wait to keep doing it. Obviously, next year we're going to have the playoffs. We're going to get into the draft. We may live stream the draft.
Possibly.
So we might possibly do that, but I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So you got anything else you want to say?
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Let's do this again.
Sir.